Hello everyone and welcome to our in-depth coverage of the Dice Commando 1-year anniversary event. I'm Andrew, your host and commentator and analysis for today's match. This event is a sealed format tournament, but we're going old school. Each player was given 8 packs of Awakenings, the first set of Star Wars Destiny, and were asked to bring their own Rivals draft kit. Drafting the old stuff, but with the current Infinite Holocron errata and Balance of the Force points, creates a unique event we believe that hasn't been done anywhere before. Also note that use of the Rivals draft kit means that character subtypes are not relevant for this event. This event was absolutely free for subscribers of the Dice Commando YouTube channel. Boxes of Awakenings were purchased by Andrew and Amy of Dice Commando with a generous discount given by our event sponsor, Gongaii Games. Gongaii not only supplied the venue, drinks and snacks, but also surprised everyone on game day with free lunch. A sincere thank you to Gongaii Games for their unparalleled support of this channel. Today's event has 22 participants who registered by following instructions in Easter eggs placed into the Dice Commando videos. This event will have 5 rounds of Swiss with a top 4 cut. Alright, so after the top 4 matches, Xelan defeated Enzo and Andrew defeated Symbio. So these guys will be playing a best of 3 match for the final for the tournament. Thanks everyone, and please enjoy today's game and continuing coverage of the Dice Commando 1-year anniversary event all week long. Hello everyone, this is a best of 3 match, so please pause the video, get up, get a drink, come back, sit back, and relax. Hello everyone, and welcome to Dice Commando. This is the championship of our 1-year anniversary event. On our left we have Andrew. He's playing Dooku, Anakin, and the Tusken Raider, and he's on the Rebel War Room. Xelan also is on the Rebel War Room, playing Han, Anakin, and the First Order Stormtrooper. So do note this is a best of 3 match. Alright, so Xelan gets first choice here. Probably chooses Andrew's battlefield for the shields, I'm sure. Yep, which he does. Where will he put them is the question. Oh, we're both on Han. All right, and then Andrew will get us started. So Andrew does need to take his money here. And we'll get rolling. Quite literally. All right, Tusken Raider comes in first. Rolls the 1 melee. All right, 1 for play the odds. So do you remember the Tusken Raider has the ability that when he comes in, you can discard a card from your hand to discard a character or upgrade, or to immediately resolve a character or upgrade die. And of course did not use it. Anakin comes in with a 2, rolling pretty well here. Han's coming in, rolling the 3 for 1. Both these guys are not pulling any punches in this championship match. All right. 2 for the Jedi robe. So this one gives a character a shield, or if it's a first round of the game, gives a character an additional shield. So Dooku immediately starts with 2 shields, which is a great start for Andrew. All right, Anakin coming in, also rolling hot. So I guess everybody's just rolling max damage this round. Apparently, man, Dooku coming in with a 2. Maybe this best of 3 won't take that long. All right, Xelan will scramble, so Andrew will reroll all of his dice, but it will be Andrew's action. Andrew doesn't have any money, though, so he's going to have to focus into it. Now, do you remember the Rebel War Room, when you claim, you can resolve a die, and you don't have to pay for it. So Andrew will 1 focus to the 2 on Dooku. Andrew's well ahead, so he's probably going to be able to get the 3 out on the Tusken Raider. All right, First Order comes in, 2 for 1. Xelan does have a $1. All right, 2 to the Trooper. So Andrew's just trying to get dice off the table. So he's going to go into the Trooper for 2, because he's going to be able to lay into the Trooper for 3 here. All right, 2 to Anakin from Xelan's Anakin. Andrew will take a shield on Anakin. Yep, definitely setting up for the Rebel War Room claim. All right. Pays 1 for the 3 into Anakin, so take 2 net. Okay, goes to 4 with 6 health remaining, and then Andrew will claim, I'm sure, here. Yep, Andrew claims, puts 3 into the Trooper, 2 health remaining. All right, let's see if Andrew's strategy works here, just trying to get dice off the table. And do remember that Han's ability is that when an ambush card is played, he gains a shield. Nope, Xelan actually just passes. No money left, so because he paid the 1 for the play the odds, so That was maybe a sequencing mistake. Probably shouldn't have played that until he needed it, because then he could have potentially resolved the 2 more. However, that can net him a bunch of money, so... All right, so Andrew's going to overwrite the robes. Oh my gosh, with the Kala Saber for a net 1. Andrew's in pretty good shape. All right, so they're tossing it over just to read it, but the special, so deal 2 damage to a character. And if any of that is blocked, re-roll the die in. So that's looking pretty good on Han. Now, Andrew had overwrote, and usually the overwrite, just kind of the BKM we have, best known method is to turn that upside down. It was upside down, but when it got tossed across the table, it did not get flipped back. So we'll have to track and make sure there's no additional overwrites. Right, so draw attention, moves 2 into Han. The reason he did that is because Han has all the shields. All right, so Dooku's coming in with a focus and the 3 for 1. Andrew does have the 1 to pay for it, which will put the trooper at 6. Got focus as well. All right, Han comes in, rolling damage. Man, both these guys are just going for it. All right, Tusken comes in. All right, no damage there. But getting $1 is worth. All right, so Enrage goes 1 into Anakin to gain $1. So he can play any of his supports, namely the Fang Fighter, which is the red card with the First Order Stormtrooper. All right, Anakin rolls in with a blank. Andrew was pitching a reroll anyway. Actually, he's probably not, because he has focus. He'll probably take the money. All right, so there's 3. Yep, exactly, for the Fang Fighter. So Fang Fighter has ambush, which means Han will gain 1 shield. Not a bad deal at all. And then what will he do with his ambush action? All right, Anakin comes in with the shield. Andrew will focus for sure. That goes the natural 2. All right, First Order comes in with a blank. If it had rolled damage, Andrew could have just put him down pretty easy there. All right, but Andrew will take the $1 first. He's in no rush. He's trying to probably set himself up to take the War Room, just to save the $1. Fang comes in with a blank. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. Andrew just put 2 into the trooper, 2 health remaining. So now Andrew, of course, can claim and resolve that for free. He does have the money to pay for it, but why not save the money? All right, there's a pitch to re-roll. If the trooper hits anything, Andrew's just going to put him down. Does not, though. The Fang's showing damage, so let's see if Andrew has any control. Nope. Andrew claims, puts the trooper down. He has no control, it looks like, so Andrew's going to take some damage on Anakin here. So Xelan's action here certainly shoots, although Andrew's already claimed, so he's in no rush. Okay, so 4 to Anakin. He'll have 2 health remaining. He'll take his $1, so he'll go into the next round with 3. Oh, we also see, I believe that was an Intimidate in his hand, but maybe not, because he didn't play it. So maybe I missaw that card. All right, so Andrew will open us up here. Andrew is definitely in the lead by far here. All right, pays 3 for the Vibro Sword with the redeploy. Not bad. He'll probably get 2 activations out of it because Xelan keeps pounding on Anakin here. Goes back to Xelan here. Does have a field medic in his hand. All right, so Anakin comes in first with the 2. That is the natural 2. All right. Yep, so Andrew's going to force him to kill. So he'll roll in. Yep, he hits the 2 for 1. So Xelan will have to respond and kill. Yep, which he does. Andrew will redeploy to the Tusken. Yeah, that is a little self-hate there. Anakin killing Anakin, but that's the way it goes. So Andrew probably brings in his Tusken. Yep, absolutely. All right, money and a shield. So nothing major there. All right, Fang coming in. Does not roll what he wants. It's on the discard. Andrew pays 1 for On the Hunt. So this card is actually really, really good in this environment. So the specials remove all shields from a character. you may pay 1 to remove a character upgrade dice. Which means it is no then, so you don't have to remove shield in order to do the thens. But Han comes in with a 3-for-1. Dooku's going to roll in. All right, there's a plus damage and a damage base side. That on the hunt special is going to be really nasty for Han. So Xelan's thinking it over here. Oh, daring escape. All right. So that also has ambush, so it would give Han a shield if he could take it. But what he's going to do is he's going to reroll any number of opponent's dice and then remove all of them showing a blank. So he can choose to leave the blank in there, which is brutal. So Kylo's saber gets removed. It's now Andrew's action. So Han actually can't gain a shield there, guys. Yeah, all right. Andrew caught it. All right, so it is Andrew's action here. Oh, sorry, no, it is Xelan's action because it was an ambush. My apologies. All right, so he's pitching to reroll. Gets a blank. All right, there's the focus to the special. Andrew wants those 3 shields. Yep. Wants those 3 shields, and he's pretty sure he can take the 3 shields and then claim on the Tusken. But that's risky because Xelan may actually be able to stay in front here. So, okay, 1 reroll. Disturbance in the Force, roll every die. All right, Andrew. Oh man, that actually worked out for Andrew. Although Andrew's going to fall behind at this point, but so on the hunt takes all shields. Andrew doesn't have any dollar to pay for anything. All right, so Xelan will reroll a yellow die. If it hits money, he gains $1, which it does. So he gains $1, and he has $1 showing on Han, but it costs him a damage side. So Andrew puts 1 in while he can before Han has shields. Yeah, Xelan's in trouble here. He does have the field medic, but pitching a reroll for damage seems... Oh, no, so he's going to go for the discard. He's going to save what he's got. Okay, gets rid of the surprise attack. Andrew will put 1 more into Han. Yep, claims to do it. So Rebel War Room claim to resolve a die. If that die has a resource cost, you don't have to pay it. So Andrew puts the 1 into Han, both claiming. All right, pays 1 for the field medic to heal 2 to Han. So Han goes back to 2 with 8 health remaining. And Xelan will claim $1, I'm sure, here. And he claim his $1 here, or does he reroll? Yep, takes his $1. So Xelan will go in with 3, Andrew will go in with 2. But then Andrew gets first strike, and Andrew's definitely has Xelan on the defense here. So has more die on the table and more damage on Xelan's side. So although not a ton more damage, but Andrew definitely has him on the ropes for this game. All right, Tusken comes in. Oh, the 3-for-1. So Andrew can actually, yep, that's what he's going to do. Andrew's going to discard a card from his hand to immediately resolve the upgrade. Okay, so discards an immobilize, pays 1, and immediately puts 3 into Han, putting up 5 health remaining. Xelan's action here. All right, pays 1, 2 for the Verpine onto Anakin. Not great synergy there, but he's just trying to get dice on the table. All right, Andrew will bring in Dooku. Rolls not great, but he does get the special. All right, and then Han on the blank. Andrew drops to reroll, I'm sure here. Oh, okay, does the 2 first, puts Han at 7 with 3 health remaining. I'm going to go back to Xelan there. All right, so yep, 7 with 3 health remaining. Xelan's action. Sure, he brings in some dice, whether it be the Fang or the... okay, Anakin first. Oh, gets the special, and is that the 2 for 1? That is the 2 for 1. It is, yes. Back to Andrew, who drops to reroll, I'm sure, here. Yep, trying to put the pressure on. All right, gets the special on the hunch. Doesn't do him a ton of good. He does have the dollar for removal, but he gets the 1 on Dooku as well, plus as well as a resource on the Tusken. So we do see the infantry grenades in Xelan's hand. Yeah, that definitely is an Intimidate in Xelan's hand. All right, so 2 unblockable go into Dooku. All right, yep, so Andrew gains a shield. So the way it works is before Dooku takes damage, you can discard a card to gain a shield. Even though he had to take the unblockable and couldn't block it, he can still gain the shield. So that puts Dooku at 3 shields. There was a play the odds, which roll into a blank. Andrew takes the dollar back to Xelan. Oh man, Xelan has a riposte with Han. That's a pretty good combo. All right, Fang comes in for $1. Andrew will probably, yep, he claims and goes for 1 more into Han, which puts him with 2 left. Excellent chance Andrew takes a beating here this round. Xelan has 4 cards in hand. All right, pitch to re-roll. All right, blank and a 2 disrupt. All right, but Xelan can continue to do that. He won't get rid of the Intimidate because that's worth 3 damage right now. The infantry grenades, all right, gets rid of a hunker down. That would have been worth 2 shields as well. Xelan had quite the hand there. Oh, he's just not rolling well. Just not rolling well at all. Yep, infantry grenades, I agree with that one. He obviously cannot get rid of the Intimidate. All right, money and a shield's not the end of the world. The Intimidate, he just needs to play it so he can draw. Just get rid of those 3 shields right now. All right, so he's syncing it over. I mean, right now, the Han money he actually has to keep out because if Xelan pitches a reroll and Han rolls into the money side, it's going to feel really bad. So he may as well hit for the 2, goes to the Tusken for 2, okay. And then he'll have to just take the money and the shield. Put the shield on Han probably. Which he does, yep, then takes the money. So Xelan will go in with 3. Andrew goes in with 4. And clear initiative and advantage. I'm a little surprised Xelan didn't play the Intimidate. It just would have let him draw 1 more card. It's very likely this is going to be the round that matters. Xelan may be able to make it out of this round, but it'll be game over at that point. So, oh, there we go. So Andrew opens with a riposte. He'll take the 3 shields off Dooku. That's why he did that last time to gain the 3rd shield, which generally is inadvisable, but that's why he did it. All right, so riposte right into Han for 3. Han is dead. Xelan is basically done here. Only has 3 die on the table to Andrew's 5. And a strong 1, 2. There are 3 strong die on the table on Andrew's side as well. All right, Xelan pays his 3 for the flamethrower, which is not shabby. So the special on the flamethrowers deal 1 damage to any number of opponent's characters. No reason you really wouldn't choose them all. But back to Andrew here. All right, he's going to roll in the Tusken first. All right, he hits the 3 for 1, so he'll discard a card to resolve that 3 for sure. He does. So Anakin goes to 4 with 6 health remaining. And Andrew still has a gun on the table. Has not even rolled in Dooku yet. All right, Anakin comes in with a 3 dice. All right, gets the focus, but nothing else. Andrew will roll in Dooku. All right, there's some damage. Gets the special. He does have the 2 discard for 1, which is a great side with Dooku, especially when you're sitting flush with cash like Andrew is right now. But it does burn one of his dice, so... But at this point, Andrew's in control of the game. He probably doesn't care if it goes into another round, so he probably is just going to go ahead and use the 2 discard. But we'll see what that Fang rolls. the On the Hunt being on the +1 gun is really just icing on the cake for Andrew right here. Because you can put Anakin within 2 of death, so there's really Andrew's really no rush. I think he absolutely, I think he actually opens with his next move should be to discard just to reduce the options. Again, he's in no rush. He's well ahead here. Oh, Xelan picked up the focus on the reroll. Already got the 4 for 1. All right, so there's 2. Puts Anakin at 6 with 4 health remaining. I mean, hitting for 4 seems pretty good. I think you got to put it in Dooku because then you can only block 1 of it. You got to put all the big damage you can into Dooku. That's the only way to whittle him down. All right, so he takes $1 to set himself up for the 4 for 1. Andrew will put 2 more, 2 away from dead. So it's highly likely game 1 of this best of 3 match goes to Andrew. And it's even worse for Xelan because Andrew can actually claim now and deal the... Not that Andrew needs the money, but... Right, so he'll deal the 4 to Dooku. Nope, Andrew takes it. He actually took it and then discards for 2. He gets motive. Oh, it gets the Intimidate. Well, the Intimidate's worthless at this point. So, all right, the Fang comes in. Xelan's got 1 card to reroll. He'll have to get rid of it. Doesn't have any shields anyway, so that repost isn't doing any good. Can he get anything out of it? Oh, he certainly can. That's 5. Goodness. All right. So he's resolving a 3, so Andrew can reduce the 3 to a 2 and the 2 to a 1 by discarding 2 cards. So Andrew will take 3 onto Dooku. Yep, so discards Rey's staff to gain a shield, and then take the 3 for 2 net, and then the same, so Andrew will discard 1. He'll take 1 net. Okay, and then so Dooku's at 9 with 1 health remaining, but 1 roll into the Tusken. The Tusken rolls in a good die here, and Andrew can just end it. Yeah, single 3 for 1 side on the Tusken, because remember, you roll on the Tusken, you can discard a card from your hand to immediately resolve its character upgrade die. Yeah, there's no reason for Andrew not to lead with the Tusken here. That's absolutely the right play. No, he does not. He rolls with Dooku. It's a blank, but the On the Hunt special, which does no good. It does give him a little bit of control options. Andrew absolutely should have opened with the Tusken. All right, Fang comes in with nothing. Andrew will bring in the Tusken now. He has to, right? There we go. And it rolls, oh, the 3 for 1 and the 3 for 1. All right, so that will definitely do it. All right, round 1 here will go to Andrew. Nicely played, Andrew. All right, so just a reminder that, well, first off, we're going to accelerate time here so we don't have to sit and wait while these guys shuffle. But just a reminder that the winner of the first round is the loser from an initiative roll-off, meaning the loser gets to choose battlefields, as if the loser had won the roll-off. So they will get that option here. All right, so Xelan gets the choice of battlefields here. So he'll choose Andrew's and take the shields. Okay, so Andrew will get first strike again. All right, so round 2 is off. Yeah, Andrew went to roll off, but yeah, just have it. All right, so Andrew gets first action here. All right, same move as last time. Andrew opens with the Jedi robes, so that's gain 1 shield, 2 of his first round, so 2 onto Dooku. Andrew's just trying to make Dooku not the first target. See if Xelan falls for that again, right? So Han rolls in with the money, which sets him up well for his supports that we've seen. All right, Andrew brings in Anakin. That's the natural 2. First Order Stormtrooper comes in. Let's see if Andrew does the same strategy as last time, which is go for the First Order. All right, 1 damage. Tusken comes in. Does not roll anything worth resolving. So 1 shield. Goes back to Xelan here. Yep, Xelan takes $1. Can he get that Fang out? He also has the speeder bike. All right, +1 money and a blank. Right, he's going to pay the 3. Oh, opens with a flamethrower. So that special is really good early. Deal 1 damage to any number of an opponent's characters. Andrew drops the Burpine to re-roll. Does get some damage. He will be able to discard 2 on the claim. That's a pretty good... The 2-for-1 on Dooku is pretty good in this format. Alright, comes in. Nothing for Xelan. Alright, so Andrew deals 3 to Anakin. Takes 2 net through the shield. Back to Xelan here. Pitching a reroll probably here. You see a Tactical Mastery in his hand. That's pretty useful. Nope, but he drops that. Actually, that's exactly what he drops to re-roll. A blank and a blank, so he's going again. Nope, Andrew claims, discards 2 cards from hand, takes those 2 we saw, a scramble and a crafted, and that leaves Xelan with 1 pitch to re-roll. That was a little bit of a risky move on Andrew's part, but I think he was just trying to take away his options. So, alright, so, he drops his speed. He did have the speeder bike. Oh, and he gets a special. So the special will be worth 3 damage, and then he has 1 on the trooper. And so, 1 apiece, and then Andrew will actually just take the shield off Dooku. No reason to discard yet. And who does Xelan want to shoot with the gun is the question. Alright, 1 to Anakin. And then shields up Anakin, I'm sure. Yep, which he does. And then we'll go into the next round. Alright, Andrew will get first strike again. Xelan with that big fat upgrade has a nice early advantage. Right, so we see him draw Disturbance in the Force, a hidden motive. Oh, he just got his Fang. He only has $2 right now, though, but with Han, oh my goodness, he also got a thermal detonator. All right, Ray Staff for 2 onto Dooku. All right, Han in. It gets the $1. That's what he needs for his 3 costs. All right, Dooku comes in with a blank, and then the 2-for-1 again. Yep, takes his $1. I think he probably plays the thermal. It's better than the Fang. $1 on the Tusken. Pays 3. Yep, thermal goes down on Anakin. Alright, Anakin coming in. The blank. A lot of blanks on the table for Andrew. Anakin will come in. Okay, no special yet. But that thermal, so remember the thermal specials deal 3 damage to all an opponent's characters and then discard this upgrade. But that's worth 9 damage right now. So, alright, there's a pitch to reroll, focus, and some damage. Improve board state a little bit for Andrew because he can flip to that Anakin 2. Alright, first order comes in with a blank. Andrew immediately focuses to the 2, the natural 2 on Anakin. Goes back to Xelan here. Xelan will pitch to reroll. He wants that special. That special is life. Or death, rather. Alright, drops Disturbance in the Force to reroll his own die. Or just to reroll. There's the special for 1. Does not have money, but he has money on the table on the first order die to take. Alright, 3 to Anakin, 2 net through the shields, puts him at 4. 6 health remaining, but Andrew's about to take a beating. Yep, no money yet on Xelan's side, so he could take the money and then Andrew... And with all that melee out there, Andrew's in trouble. Nope, Andrew has nothing. Alright, so 1 more to Anakin. Andrew's going to take the 9. Alright, so 3 to Anakin, 3 to the Tusken, and then does he discard to gain the shield? He does. So he discards give Dooku a shield, and then he'll take 3 on Dooku, so 1 net to Dooku with the discard. And Andrew will claim and discard 2. There's 3 cards in Xelan's hand, so he gets rid of a flank and a... Oh, got his Fang. That's a good pull. But Andrew will still take more damage here. 4 more damage is enough to kill the Tusken. That's probably the right play. I could see putting it on Anakin, especially with the... Yep, that's what he's going to do. I was going to say I could see putting on Anakin with the special on the flamethrower, but getting die off the table seems pretty good. All right, do note that Dooku, the tank for Andrew, is only at 1 health here, so... Or 1 damage, I should say. All right, but Andrew will get first strike here. All right, so he overwrites. Oh, overwrites for 1. The Kylo Saber comes in. Not bad. He loses that focus side on the robes, but brings in a big old beat stick. Okay, so Xelan's action here. He's been rolling in Han first for the money options. But he's going to start 2. Okay, 2 for the Verpine onto Han. All right, Dooku comes in. All right, there's the 3 for 1. Andrew can pay for it. Doesn't let him kill anybody yet. All right, motives the lightsaber likely for melee. All right, gets a blank, so Andrew will bring in Anakin before he pitches. All right, so there's the special. Special, of course, is worth the 2, potentially, if Andrew has it. Right, Han comes in. There's the 2 gun. All right, yep, discards in isolation. Does 2 to Anakin. Puts him at 7 with 3 health remaining. Xelan will bring in Anakin, see what he can do with those 2 dice. Because Andrew will have to pitch to reroll. Right, there's more damage on the table. That is the natural, that is not the pay side. Alright, so Andrew pitches to reroll. Alright, gets the 3 for 1 and 2 blanks. That is enough to kill Anakin, so Xelan will either have to control or he'll have to hit. So we do see a heroism in his hand. He's going to be able to take it. That'll save Andrew the $1, but it'll keep Anakin alive. Yeah, that's definitely a heroism right there. So that's what he should do. He should take the 3, put it onto Han. Yep, so Han will take 2 net through the shield. Keeps Anakin alive, keeps his options open. Andrew pitches to reroll. Right, gets the 2 for 1 discard. That's all Xelan has left in hand. So First Order comes in. Andrew will claim and make him drop the 2, but Andrew's going to take a beating. Because Xelan has the money on the table, so there's 6 damage on the table for Xelan. No reason he doesn't deal all of it. Has to go for Anakin here. And then it'll leave Dooku stranded in the middle. Yep, so gains the $1. And then immediately hits for 2. Goes to Anakin. He does. Okay, so Anakin's 3 remaining. So does he go for Anakin here? He's thinking it over. Right, yeah, and then he puts the 2 melee and the 2 gun into Anakin. Anakin's dead, and Dooku's standing alone, but Dooku can tank up for sure. So Andrew has to do 7, 10, 18 damage. And there's 9 damage net that needs done for Xelan. I don't think Andrew can win this, but he can sure as heck make it hard. A couple good rolls by Andrew could... Alright, 1 for On the Hunt for Andrew comes in. So remember, the special there helps him take off those shields that Han can build up. Plus it can potentially remove a character die. Character or upgrade die, sorry. Alright, Xelan's action here. Right, hunker down on Anakin. That's probably not great for him because if he takes the melee, it gets discarded. But Andrew did not roll in the melee, so he can at least give him a shield. Gets at least one out of it. All right, Andrew discards the reroll. I'm surprised he's rerolling the special. Yeah, there he's thinking about it. Okay, yeah, leaves the special, rerolls the other two, gets a base side, but Xelan has plenty of money to remove. Let's see if he can. All right, brings in Anakin. Yep. Right, so Anakin rolls in. Andrew's just going to kill him. All right, because that's the 4 right there. All right, so now it's Xelan's action again. All right, first order comes in. Holds the money. Andrew's thinking he should leave the special out because that can let him remove a character die. It's just a control option for him. He can also claim to do it. Yeah, it leaves the special, discards to reroll Dooku. Does get a 1 melee, it's worth something. Okay, so Han will come in. Oh, gets a 2 in the +2. So Andrew needs to remove that Han too. No question about it. Oh, that's a miss by Andrew. Absolute miss. Needs to take away that 2. Maybe he was... Okay, so takes the 4, discards again a shield, and then he'll take 3 net. So 6 health remaining on Dooku. Yeah, that's a huge miss by Andrew. Could save 3 damage there. Maybe. We'll see if the... Alright, yeah, so he could have saved the 2 damage, assuming everything went the same, but... Alright, so Xelan will end the round. Andrew will go in again. Andrew has plenty of money. Fully loaded Dooku here. So 6 more net damage that needs done by Xelan here to take this. He has a pretty good chance of pulling this off. Although he has lost his Fang and his speeder bike, so... Alright, there's some melee on the table. Xelan has to have run-in removal at some point. Alright, we see a draw attention, a field medic, a targeting computer. We also see a surprise attack that lets a die be increased by 1, showing damage. Okay, so he's syncing it over. Looks like he just pulled that targeting computer up front. Alright, so that'll allow the Dooku Saber to go to a blank. Andrew's pitching a reroll anyway, so it's not a huge loss here. So that's what Andrew will do. He'll drop the reroll for sure. Alright, so 3 for 1, the special again, and the money. Andrew cannot kill anyone without pitching to reroll. Alright, Han will come in with the 2 dice. Gets a focus and a blank. Alright, Andrew pitches reroll again. He's looking for the plus at this point. He gets a blank on the raised saber. The first order comes in, showing the gun. Andrew will certainly discard to reroll again. He's just trying to go for the kill here. Alright, gets some money. It's back to where he was 2 rounds ago with +2 cards. Alright, Xelan's going to pitch to reroll himself. He picks up his focus. Gets the special and the money. All right, Andrew pitches a reroll again. There, he got it. That's pretty good. So he gets a 1, a +1, a 3, and a 1. 3 for 1 and a 1. Still not enough to kill, but enough to make people worry about it for sure. Andrew may get this yet, actually. All right, so he'll deal the 2 unblockable. Andrew will discard to gain the shield. Still takes the 2 unblockable, sitting at 6. 4 net health remaining. All right, so Andrew hits for 1, 2, 3 into Han. He's trying to bait him into save, or I mean, he's not really baiting him. He's just trying to save the money. All right, draw attention to move 2 from Han to the first order stormtrooper. All right, and then Andrew will claim and do 3 more to Han. You know, this game's suddenly closer. Oh, the field medic, that'll heal 2 from Han, putting Han at 5. 5 health remaining. And then Xelan can continue to resolve here. Gains $1 and shoots for 1, probably. Nope. Right. Pays 1 for surprise attack. Andrew has no cards in hand, so he has to take the 2, 1 net through the shields, and then Han will take the $1, because Xelan's out of cards. And we'll pitch to reroll, and then we'll pass. So this will definitely be the round that decides it. If Andrew can squeak through, Andrew will have to blow somebody down. He'll have to blow Han down because both characters are at 5 health, so he'll have to target Han, try to blow him down, and then hope he has enough cards to shield up. All right, so Andrew rolls in. He does have damage on the table, but not enough to kill. He only has 4 right now. So we'll have to pitch to reroll. He's counting on Dooku. The cunning does have a plus side, but low likelihood there. All right, Han rolls in. He's threatening the damage. Does Andrew have removal? If he's hesitating, he doesn't have it. All right, so he tinkers to the +1. All right, that's enough to kill Han. Oh, daring escape. All right, so that gives Han 1 shield because it has ambush. And then he'll re-roll any number of opponent's side, remove all the blanks. So On the Hunt gets removed, and Yep, blank is removed. Xelan avoided a huge hit there. That's a great play. He will still take 4 damage, but it is Xelan's action right here, so he actually can potentially respond as well. So, all right, pays 1 for play the odds. Right, he'll take the 4, so 3 net into Han. All right, 2 health remaining. Andrew will have to try to survive the turn. All right, pitch to reroll. Gets the special, so that special's 2 unblockable. All right, so if Xelan sequences this correctly, he wins this match. All right, Andrew pitches to reroll, gets the 2 for 1. Right, so the 2 on up, that was not the way to do it, right? So he needed to hit with the guns first because then Andrew would have taken 1 net, putting him at 8. Instead, Andrew was able to get the shield, and now he'll be able to take the full hit of the 2 on shields. Yeah, again, because just to clear up, the 2 first, Andrew would have discarded and taken 1 net, been at 8, and then the 2 would have gone through regardless of Andrew's discard. It would have killed for the 10. So, but Xelan's probably still going to pull this one out pretty easily. All right, so Andrew will claim. He'll drop 2. Leaves him with 1 card in hand. And then he'll roll out the first order. And you see it's a take cover in his hand. He'll roll out the first order trooper. And then, I mean, Xelan should pitch to reroll and just try to go for the kill here. All right, pitch to reroll. All right, so Andrew will discard a 1, reduce a 1, and then he'll take gain a shield, lose a shield, gain a shield, lose 2 shields. But it did drop 2 cards from Andrew's hand. So, all right, we will go into the next round. Yep, because Xelan's out of dice, he's out of cards, he's out of options. So, highly unlikely Andrew pulls this out, but he's surviving by the skin of his teeth. And it also looks like Andrew will draw into a empty deck. Okay, so actually I take that back. He has 1 card left, it looks like. So he opens with an immobilized overwrite. Okay, so Xelan's action here. Xelan rolls in and hits that unblockable. It's over, assuming Andrew can't control it. So Xelan's also out of cards. Oh, but there it is. There's a special. Yep, Andrew's reaching across and shaking. Yep, so that'll do it for game 2 of this match. So it's currently tied 1-1. Yeah, so Andrew will get choice of battlefield coming up here. Okay, so start of game 3 of this best of 3 match. So this is really for all the marbles. So it's tied up. Andrew gets choice of battlefield, so he'll choose to use Xelan's battlefield. He puts the 2 shields onto Dooku, and then Xelan will get us started today. So yeah, this is for it. So he'll open up with 1 for Hidden in Shadow. So Hidden in Shadow lets you, if there's no shields on this character, you can exhaust the upgrade to give the character a shield. So Andrew then responds with a Gaffy Stick onto Anakin for redeploy. He knows that's who Xelan's been going after. Xelan then gains the shield. And Andrew rolls in super, super hot with the 2 for 1, though, but the +2. So Andrew needs $1. All right, Anakin comes in with a plank. Andrew will roll in and hope for money somewhere. Dooku comes in. Oh, doesn't need any more. There's the base 2. He can now modify. Han comes in, and somebody's going to take 4. Oh, Andrew rolls in first. Oh, gets the money. That's everything he needed. Everything he needed right there. First order comes in with $1. Andrew will take the money. Somebody's going to potentially take... Actually, Andrew's not in a hurry here. Andrew will probably end up... Oh, there's a motive for Dooku. So if that hits on melee... So it doesn't, it stays in. So now Andrew will pay 1 and hit 4. Goes to Anakin for a net 3. And then Andrew will ultimately end up dropping 2 cards from Xelan's hand. Xelan's going to have to pitch to reroll, which he does. So he rerolls the other 2 not showing damage. Not too bad. So he's showing 4, but Andrew claims and he'll discard 2. That 2 discard strong. Gets a flank and a tactical mastery. And then Xelan will hit back on his own for 4, plus gain $1. Okay, so it goes to 4, yep, and then takes $1. So Xelan will go into the next round with 3. Andrew going with 2. All right, so we see a hunkered down, I believe. We saw the Verpine fight back, and I also saw a deflect in Xelan's hand. Andrew's cards are always very difficult to see. All right, he opens with the Tusken, gets the blank, no discard there. Discard resolve, I mean. All right, 2 on Xelan's side for the Verpine on Han. That worked out well for him last game. All right, Andrew will roll in Anakin. Okay, gets the 2 for 1 and a money. All right, takes the shield. Why not? All right, Andrew will take the money. Does he have a 3-drop? Han coming in with focus and a money. That focus is pretty darn good. Yep, so Andrew has a 3-drop. Vibro Sword. He actually puts it onto Dooku, but that's because Dooku... Normally you'd want to put the redeploy onto somebody else who you expected to die first, but Dooku is unexhausted, so he gets the extra die this round. Looks like he's looking for the die. We know he's had the die because he's had it out already. It is possible that Xelan picked up the die, actually. So we're pausing just for a second here to track down the die. So I'll try to talk and kill time here while they figure it out, but it looks like they, that's what happened. Xelan had actually grabbed his die, so. Probably happened on the first round, because I believe that was the die that was used to win game 1 when Andrew rolled in with the Tusken. So, all right, Trooper comes in with the 2-for-1. Dooku will come in. Rolling damage. So Andrew has no money, but again, the War Room is there for the Gaffy Stick die. It's probably worth stranding the Tusken blank out just to do it. But you don't want to get too far ahead, right? Both of Andrew's upgrades have redeploy, which is really huge from a cost standpoint here. All right, Xelan pays 1. He's gonna fight back. Removes his Han dollar. Interesting. Uses his Han dollar to remove Dooku's base melee. Interesting. All right, so Andrew plays draw attention, so he'll move 2 damage to the Tusken from Anakin. Okay. Anakin comes in. Now that is the pay side. Again, it's super hard to see that on the cross sabers, but gets the pay side. Andrew pitches to re-roll, does not. He gets a shield off the Tusken. All right, there's the focus. Go to the natural 2 for sure. All right, goes 1 into Anakin, so it'll take off the shield there. All right, 2 to Anakin, puts him back at 4 with 6 health remaining. Andrew will claim and put 2 more into Anakin. These Anakins are just duking it out here across the table. All right, 5 health left on Xelan's, 4 on Andrew's, but then the 2 on the Tusken. All right, but Andrew has claimed, so Xelan can go to work. He has the hunker down, which is worth 2 shields. All right, so he puts it onto Han, and by 2 shields I mean because it's worth 1 this round and 1 next round at a minimum. When Xelan takes melee on Han, he'll stop gaining shields because the hunker down will get. All right, so it would take. Oh, interesting. All right, puts the shield onto Han, and then we reset. Shields all over the board because he's got the hunker down. He has the hidden in shadow. So there's 2 more. That's 2 more value for Xelan. This is very, very tanky. Very good from a value standpoint for him. That hidden in shadow is going to be worth 3 for this game at the minimum. Potentially 4 if Andrew can't drop in this turn. Right, so Anakin comes in. All right. The +2 in the blank, but nothing threatening right now. Han will come in with the Verpine. All right, gun and a money, or the modified gun and the money, so nothing quite yet. Dooku comes in with his 2 dice. Blank, but there's a base side. All right, takes $1. Does Andrew hit for the 4 here? Yep, so he does it 4. We keep getting the table bumps there. All right, so yep, Anakin's at 9 with 1 health remaining. He'll be able to gain the shield, of course. Put him 2 away, but Andrew still has the Tusken yet. Remember, it's got that roll and resolve potential there. Right, 3 for the speeder bike. Supports are really good and limited. All right, Tusken comes in. It's a blank, did not hit the damage. That's what Andrew was hoping for. Would have been worth the discard for sure. So the Trooper comes in with the base 2. All right, Andrew will spot a blue Dooku to remove a character die. All right, that one comes in, gets the 2 right back. Andrew electroshocks it, spotting the Tusken, yellow. Remove a 2 or less, which it is gone. Back to Xelan. So Andrew's out of money, but he was able to control like crazy. He has 3 blanks, so he's certainly pitching to re-roll. All right, draw attention. That'll heal up the Anakin and put 2 onto the Trooper. So Anakin's now 3 away, has a shield yet to gain. Han yet has a shield to gain. Andrew's going to discard to re-roll. Does not get it. Andrew has 2 cards left in hand. He'll probably, no, there's no probably about it. He'll certainly discard to re-roll. All right, so there's a discard to re-roll on Xelan's side. Gets a focus, which does him no good. Yep, Andrew will pitch to re-roll his side. There's all sorts of damage. But he can't pay for it. So Xelan claims, keep Andrew off the claim. All right, Andrew's going to discard to re-roll. Got the money. Oh, you can only resolve one of them. 3 for 1, 3 for 1, but... Yep, so Xelan had claimed there instead of taking the shield on Hidden in Shadow. That could have saved Anakin. That may have just cost Xelan the championship right there. He also did not hunker down. So Xelan just left 2 value on the table trying to stay in front. So let's see. I mean, Xelan's shown himself to be a very good player, so there may be a reason he did that. But that 2 value may end up being a huge swing here. At the very least, he would have had Anakin with 1 health remaining into this round. He could have let off with him. So, and actually, he would have gotten another shield off the Hidden in Shadow. So, yeah, I think keeping Anakin alive was priority number 1 there. All right, so Han will come in with his 2 dice. That's not bad at all. The 2 disrupt is pretty massive, right? So that actually forces Andrew to spin. So he drops his on the Hun on Dooku. In comes a speeder bike. The 2. All right, Anakin out. Blank in. Is that a shield? No, it's a money. All right, Trooper comes out. 2 for 1. All right, so there's 6 damage. So I think Andrew just takes this money. Okay, so he fights back, removes the blank to remove the base. So he'll make Xelan pay. That's a pretty effective use of the resources, actually. Xelan's probably kicking himself because he had that 2 disrupt out there. But Xelan's action here, so he's pitching to re-roll. Oh, he picked up the 2 for 1. Gets it again, gets the Han money. All right. Andrew takes the money. Xelan can only do 8 right now. All right, takes another $1. Puts him at 3. What does he have that he wants to get out here? All right, Dooku comes in. Right, on the hunt, blank, and then melee. Andrew's going to want to try and push through. Oh, but he did. He got the special, so he can remove the shields, and then he can Dooku to get rid of that hunker down. Oh, but there's a daring escape, so that has ambush. Han will gain a shield. He'll re-roll any number of Andrew's dice, and both the blanks removed. That was pretty huge. That was a huge swing. So for Xelan's ambush action, he has on the hunt. He has well, he can't pay for the crafted, so and on the hunt. Sorry, field medic. All right, and then he pays with his ambush to resolve 2 to Anakin. Puts Anakin at 6 with 4 health remaining. Andrew brings in his Tusken, gets a blank, no discard there for sure. This was a great turn for Xelan. Didn't do as much damage, I think, as he wanted to, but he was able to eliminate Andrew almost completely from this round. So basically a time walk, right? All right, discards to reroll. Gets a blank. Andrew will also discard to reroll. Does not get anything. Xelan cannot claim to resolve here. Now, he can still claim, you just can't use it. All right. Oh, he dropped his field medic. Now, he doesn't have any money, but dropping the field medic. All right, there's $1. Andrew quickly claims, gains the $1. Xelan will have to just gain his $1 and be happy with it. Okay, so he does gain the $1. All right, and that'll be it for the round. Andrew leads off again. Andrew feels in control right now, for sure. Xelan had not hunkered down that turn, but there was no reason to because he has 3 shields on Han, so that's okay. Alright, so Andrew will lead with Anakin. Okay. Alright, play the odds. Andrew's not threatening anything, so no rush there. Alright, the Dooku comes in with a blank, the discard, and the 1 melee. Andrew has shown that he likes to do the discard. Alright, Han comes in. There's an unblockable. And the money. Andrew discards to reroll everything not showing damage. And definitely improves board state. The +2 on the gaffy stick is nothing to joke about. So Andrew's looking at 6 damage on the table plus the... Okay, so Speed Ruck comes in. The special is remove a die and then take an additional action. But what Andrew's going to have to do here is just hit. Alright, so there's 5 to kill the trooper. And then Andrew's probably going to stop resolving melee. Yep, that's what he's going to do. So he's not going to resolve melee because what he wants to do, he wants to on the hunt, take the shields off, and then pop that on the hunt. Or sorry, use on the hunt to pop the hunker down. Oh, but Xelan has a riposte. That's definitely the right play because he knows he's going to lose his shields. So he absolutely needs a riposte here. That's good for 3. Okay, so, he's targeting computer, so he's going to flip an upgrade die to any side. Just got rid of that. Alright, so now Andrew will discard to reroll. Okay, gets the Anakin special, and he's on the plus gun, so no good there on the hunt. Back to Xelan. Alright, so he will remove Anakin's die and take an additional action, so he is still resolving specials. Alright, so 2 unblockable to Anakin, puts him at 8 with 2 health remaining. Now it's still Xelan's action. Oh, okay. Not played as such. Tusken comes in with 1. There's a play the odds, reroll a yellow die. If it rolls a money, which it is not, he would have gained 1. Alright, so 2 melee to take off 2 shields on Han. But now I can just on the hunt and gain another, which he will, yep. Andrew probably just claims here. Okay, so it does not claim. Plays defensive stance for 1, giving Anakin 2 shields. Right, there's a pitch to reroll. It's the money side. That's what he wanted last time with the play the odds, but didn't work out for him. So, Andrew just claimed. Xelan is running out of options here. I do think that's another Intimidate in his hand, though, so he can at least remove 2. Right, rolls into his money again. Takes it. Oh, passes. Andrew's doing a quick discard check. I think he's looking for the Fang Fighter. Oh, Andrew's just doing an overall card count. Because remember, in the top 4 match, Andrew was able to actually win by milling Symbio out. So, alright, there is the Fang. We just saw him draw the Fang. Plenty of cards left in Xelan's hand. But Andrew will lead us off here. Alright, Anakin will come out. Alright, so there's the special. So reminder, the special is remove a die showing melee to deal 3 damage to a character. But Xelan immediately drops the Fang. The Fang has ambush, so Han will gain a shield. And then he, with his ambush action, he can roll in any one of his, well, only the one character, but the 2 vehicles. Yep, so he's going to bring in Han with the 2 dice just to get more in the pool. There's the 2 unblockable. That's enough to kill Anakin. So Andrew probably just resolves that Anakin die there. Oh, he has it. He can flank. So flank is if you have more ready characters, which Andrew does. 2 ready characters to 0. All right. Play the odds. Reroll a yellow die. Gets a blank. No money for Xelan. Dooku comes in with 3 dice. Oh, there's some options. Actually, plenty of options. There's the 2 discard side. Also the 2 damage. All right. Comes in with a blank. No good. All right, so all right, 2 for raised staff onto the Tusken. Fang comes in. Fang hits the 3. So Andrew's probably nervous about that Tusken at this point. All right, so comes in with the 1 gun and the money. Xelan will have to re-roll here. Oh, gets rid of his... Oh, gets rid of his riposte. All right, so Andrew will resolve the special and remove the on the hunt melee modifier to deal 3 damage. And now Xelan needs to hunker down. He needs to gain that shield before he gets hit. All right, but he's dropping a re-roll because Andrew will be able to now put the 1 through and remove the hunker down. Oh, Andrew's going to pay 2 and drop his hand. He lost that intimidate. He lost the 2 shield advantage, and he's going to lose hunker down. So he needs to hunker down right here. Not only is it just saving the damage, it saves the hunker down from being discarded. Oh, but puts a 3 into Anakin, so 1 net. Anakin will have 1 health remaining. Yep. Andrew hits. That drops the hunker down. That's probably it for Xelan here, I would think. All right, so he claims. Yep, claims and takes the money. All right, so Andrew will pass as well. He's enough in the lead. He doesn't want to get behind in cards here, although we can see Andrew's deck has plenty of cards left in. I think Xelan actually is going to be only 3 cards in hand, maybe 4 cards in hand, and then out of deck. So, yeah, it's only 3 cards in hand and none in deck. So, actually, Andrew's looking at another mill victory here. Potential. Andrew has plenty of cards in his deck, so that gives him plenty of Dooku fodder. Xelan's going to really have to pull off a miracle to get this done here. Oh, but there's this thermal. It actually, I mean, it could happen here. That's 9 damage. All right, so Anakin comes in. All right, it's the special and the 2 for 1. All right, Han comes in. All right, blank on the, that's what he needed was a, but he got the blank on the thermal. 2 into Han, and that'll, yep, put him at 8 health remaining. All right, play the odds to re-roll a yellow die. Gets a special for 1. He cannot pay for it right now. He could potentially claim out for it, though. Right, Anakin 2, oh, discards this big bad upgrade, but it's worth it at this point. So Han has 6 health remaining, 4 damage taken. Dooku is not yet rolled in. All right, he's going to re-roll. Trying to get money. Potential on Han is high. All right, Dooku will come in here. All right, 3 for 1. Andrew can definitely pay for it. 2 blanks, though. Fang coming in. There's a base for the modifier. Can Andrew remove? So it's Andrew's action he's thinking over here. All right, so he just pays for the 3, puts Han at 7 with 3 health remaining. All right, Xelan's going to bring in, still looking for his money. Has the shield. All right, so Andrew will tinker to the 1 on Dooku. Just trying to get closer and closer and closer here. Xelan's going to be able to do some damage this turn for sure. Okay, so he sends just 2 to Anakin, doesn't pair it with the modifier. He's counting on the reroll. All right, 1 to Han, puts him at 8. Oh, Xelan's not going to be able to claim. Oh, he just dropped his last card to reroll. That's pretty big. Yep, so it's all pay sides. Right. Oh, and Andrew had him. So repost, remove 2 shields to deal 2 damage to Han. So that's it. So the Dice Commando 1-year tournament goes to Andrew on the repost play with the shield. So nicely done, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and playing at this 1-year tournament. It was really a blast. We had a great time. And hey, if nothing else, guys, like, subscribe to the channel. And hey, go Commando. If you like what we're doing here on the Dice Commando channel, please show your support with a like and a subscribe. Please remember to keep all comments civil and constructive and to help us continue to grow this amazing community. Thank you for watching Dice Commando.
Hey, I'm Steven. Welcome to Dice Commando. Make sure to like and subscribe. Watch the videos.